It's good to spend some time with lower folks.
Today we're going to play Florentino and make some observations. Then we're going to build some theories for trying out next week. I'm going to first play through the game through the mini-map and just to set the stage. Then I'm going to highlight a couple of the learning points I found in Cypher. This game was a Florentino jungle. As a jungler, the first level took me over like 50 seconds, but after that I think Florentino clears are decently fast. Up until like the 12 minute to 13 minute mark, I actually did kind of well. I ganked, got first blood, earned gold in lanes, and then for the first time in never, I actually had a positive KDA with Florentino. I thought what did it for me was a new combo, okay? It was the 1, 2A, 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 and then repeat kind of combo, instead of the more popular A2, so auto attack and then second ability kind of combo. The macro game itself was just unwatchable. I mean, watching it in fast speed, I sometimes realize what I'm doing in the jungle, which is not exactly a whole lot. It does not help when I'm like not used to this character at all, so anyway, let's first give an overview about what we will discuss today. First I'm going to talk about the combo, so it's the 2A, 2A, 2A combo, really better. Then I'm going to look at things from the perspective of the jungle clears and give a little theory to summarize also the combos to use in different scenarios. A small note about the first ability, sometimes the lily flower seems to just wither way too fast, so I'm going to tell you guys why that might be the case. Finally, I'm going to take a look at Florentino's ultimate. There are quite a lot of guys out there on Florentino, and I'm not a complete stranger to them, but figuring out for myself was just a lot of fun. Alright, so this game was 30 minutes long. We attempted the core 2 times. Oh my goodness. We even had the super minions. Okay, surely this last Slayer is going to do it for us. And okay, thank goodness, finally. Let's start off first by talking about my 1A, 1-2A, 2A, 2A combo. The reason I do this is because I wanted to make sure that I have enough movement speed to get me to my next flower. One of the easier combos for Florentino is actually to do the following. 1 stop A go 2, stop A go 2, stop A go 2. Basically, the stop and goes help you cancel your lunge steps in the passive by lifting your left thumb from the D-pad, and then you get to use the slight speed increase from the second ability to go towards your next flower. But a long time ago, Florentino Shuffle is not immune anymore to controls, and you could get CC during the second ability cast, and you'll have no way of reaching your next flower on time. So I thought instead to use the full lunge to move towards the flower instead of relying on ability 2. Here's what our combo looks like in battle. Ability 2's range is actually longer than the normal attack when lunge isn't activated. This means to me that you actually don't have to point blank use ability 2. The problem is that sometimes when you're somewhat low HP, it is too slow to do 2A. For the pros, they can sustain and lifesteal with their lunge, so I don't want to just settle with having to recall when I'm not that low HP. I watched Darkbreaker's video carefully and some guys, and I confirmed that instead of lifting your left thumb during the lunge, you can cast ability 2 mid-lunge instead. Here is a side-by-side comparison of 4 different combos. I'll play it back a couple of times. As you can see from the stopwatch, the stop go 2A, 2A, 2A is slightly too slow. So I'm ready to move on to the more advanced A2, A2, A2 combo on the top right hand corner. play it one more time in real time. To practice this, I first get the lunge steps to be very accurate by doing touch goes on the flowers. I usually get these in about 2.5 seconds. Then I'm gonna add the ability 2s. One very good method that helped me get the timing correctly, besides having, well, decent internet, is to actually sing out the rhythm. Lunge steps are so, and the 2s are fa. So sing so fa, so fa, so fa, which then you would correspond to A2, A2, A2. But I think there could be an improvement. Consider what happens if Grak is ulting and you use A to gap close. You'll get controlled and break your combo. So what if you instead reverse the second flower's attack order and use that second triple threat knockup to cancel the ult? I think it's a great idea, and that's the fourth combo I showed earlier. We have A2, 2A, A2. More precisely, we're gonna have A2, stop, 2 go A, A2. And it sounds like so fa, fa so, so fa. Here are all the combos again, but this time at normal speed and with all the sounds for each one isolated. Neat, right? And so I could just use this new combo always, right? Not so fast. If you ever go Florentino jungle, you'll notice that your blossoms can't spread out to its maximum spread. So sometimes you'll end up missing a section of your combo because you end up eating up the next flower while you lunge. The solution for me is to use the slightly slower stop-go A2 combo, because this way you can use up the energy on each flower before lunging. As long as your flowers are not overlapping, this will work. One more subtle way to improve the JG combo is to do the seg 2 twice and then use the A2 last. This is because you can accelerate out of the small camp as soon as you finish it off. And if you don't need the last hit ability to hit, aka the triple threat, then you can leave with 100% energy too. The combo sounds like fa so, so fa. Sometimes in the jungle, you'll feel like the flowers just disappear too quickly. This is likely because, if you're like me, you're trying to throw the blossom as soon as possible, and you have to actually go around the rocks to get to your first flower. And don't panic, ult. This next blossom should have landed on me, and I could have immediately lunged, but rocks block the blossom. On that note, I feel like I always want to have the flowers land on me to start my combo, so I feel like I also need to stand sufficiently far away. To sum up, some scenarios and combos I used are heroes, A2 to A2, and I'm thinking so fa, fa so, so fa. I'd use for jumbo camps 2A to A2, and I'm thinking fa so, so fa. And I'd use for chasing 3A or 3A2. Finally, I'm just gonna give some failure examples of using the ultimate. It has to do with the previous fact that I was talking about, that I like to have my combo start off with a flower. So when I land an ult, it's always so confusing to me why I'm standing in the middle of the 3 flowers. I think there is something about the ult though. It says something like the shuffle being immediately usable. So I think I should just practice doing an auto attack or something immediately after my ult to get onto a flower. Next week, we'll try that out. Alright, that was a really fun exploration. It takes a good half hour or so to practice the combo, and then even more practice with an AI target that has control skills like Grak. I can't even imagine what it would be like practicing against Dane or a full build Valheim or Vera. Next week I'll talk about my builds though, so hopefully I can win a scenario like this one. Yes. And yeah, so please like, comment, and share AoV with your friends to help me from feeling too guilty about playing AoV when I guess I could have spent more of my time thinking about the bugs in my code. Yeah. Okay. Until next week. Bye.